The real estate sharks are out and they're after blood. It's the second week of October. Fall is in full effect in the real estate market, and buyers know it. And holy cow, are they coming at us left and right. And we're going to go over a recent story that I just had happen this last weekend on a new listing that we had to hit the market. And we're also going to play a little bit of a game this week called Most Expensive, Least Expensive to Sell in the Denver Market. I'm going to start doing this weekly update via video a little bit more, just to kind of keep you in tune on what's going on with all the real estate news out there in case you like to consume things via video. Now, if you're already on my email list, great. It's a great one-sided conversation, but as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you're just on YouTube and you want to be on my email list, which is going to have a few more stats, a little bit more deeper dive into things, feel free. Link is in the description below. But let's get going on what's going on out there in the market, because the headlines are generally about a month behind. Now, in a normal market, we start to slow down end of July, middle of July, after July 4th, and it's like crickets out there. And then we have this little bit of a slow roll for the next month or two before things even drastically slow down. But this year we're about a month behind, so we actually had a bit of busyness up and through the middle to end of August. But now it's the second week of October, and man, it definitely is starting to feel like fall. We've had some snowfall happen on the peaks, but buyers are out for blood. They are coming aggressively at everything that we have on the market right now. But you know what? It's not exactly working, and here's why. So, we just had one come onto the market a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, mid 600s approximately. And, we had our first weekend, we had like 6 showings or so. A couple of months ago, that was 8 to 15 showings. You had at least one offer on the table. But that first weekend went by, and Monday rolls around. Buyer's agent calls me, hey, how's it going? Anything in hand? I say no. We don't have anything in hand yet, right? Just some other good conversations. And instantly it's like, boom, let's go strike. And, they think that because all the conversations leading up to this time have been from listing agents saying things like everything's selling immediately, and that's what you hear on the news. And then the first weekend goes by and the seller doesn't have an offer in their hand. Buyers come in and make a lowball offer, essentially. We're talking 5% below asking price. And all it does is kind of piss off the seller, right? Going, wait, what the heck is going on here? Why am I, being offered 30, 40 grand under asking price? We're priced appropriately. We're not priced at top of the market, March, April sort of prices. Why are these people coming in so low? And really the only answer is, well, they're trying to take advantage of a situation that you don't have another offer in hand. So most buyers tend to, make the assumption this time of year, they're probably being guided too by their buyer's agent to say, hey, if they don't have an offer in hand, let's go in 5% below, 10% below. And that's all that was happening last year. Every offer we had in last year in 2022 was 10% below asking price. And eventually the sellers will likely cave. Now, in this case, we knew we were priced right. There's still nothing on the market in the neighborhood. And so we had that offer come in, and we just kind of stepped back. We didn't even do an official counter offer. We were too far apart. So we kind of responded and said, hey, this is what we would like to see out of an offer. And then we were hands off. Well, showings were slow that week. Right now on most listings we have on the market, 1 to 2 showings a week are happening. And even though that's still really good traffic, instead of, the numbers aren't saying, hey, everything's sitting on the market for 4 to 6 months. It's more like, hey, it's 2 to 4 weeks. 1 to 2 showings a week is pretty decent showing traffic in most markets out there, at least balanced markets. And that week goes by, showing traffic is slow, get a couple of showings the next weekend, right? Well, now we have another potentially interested party in the cooker, right? They want to come in. And great conversations, everything's all warm and fuzzy between buyer's agents, listing agents, everybody wants to get the deal done. And they come in even lower, 7% below asking price. Well, that ain't going to fly. Why? So I do my job, make that case, all that. And in the meantime, I reach out to that first offer and see if, hey, what's going on? We're getting this other offer to come in. Just wanted to see if your buyers were still potentially interested. Actually, I'm glad that you reached out. They are, right? Because they realized over that week time They offered below asking. Nothing else is coming up on the market. And so they're going, if we're going to want to buy a home and we want this home, maybe we should, get closer to their ask price. Because at the end of the day, the difference in, let's say, a $20,000 difference in the offer price to accepted price, whatever, is, $50 a month, not even $25 a month. So if you want the house, buyers are still going to have to pay for it. Like, that's just the reality. So we have this situation where sellers aren't nearly as motivated. There's not much coming up onto the market. Buyers want to be aggressive because that's what they're being guided to do. And in most cases, it's not working, right? So a week, 10 days after being on the market, we're actually now in a multiple offer scenario. Well, what happens? We work the two offers against each other, and now we're at and above asking price actually on the house after being on the market for over 10 days. Likely the seller would have accepted something a little bit below asking price within reason. But, you drag your feet, you end up in a situation with multiple offers, and now you got to put your best foot forward. And that's what's happening out there all across the board. We've had multiple listings to hit in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Showing traffic is slow, but the buyers that are out there are serious buyers. And if you play your cards wrong in the beginning, I'm making too low of an offer. You're not going to get a counter offer. So play within reason is what I would say. 5% or more is generally too much if the house is overpriced, but you should know that going into making an offer. You should know what all the comps are. You should know what top of the market is, how much work that house needs to bring it up to top of the market condition, and then have an offer based on that information. So, sellers out there, you're still in a strong position. Not a whole lot is coming up on the market. Buyers, you do have a good opportunity to get seller concessions to buy your rate down, things like that. But don't be too pushy because the sellers just aren't taking it right now. Now, on to the fun part. Let's go look at some expensive stuff to sell and some cheap stuff to sell. I think you're going to be a little bit surprised. Probably not by the most expensive one, but I think you're going to be surprised at the cheapest property to sell in Denver in September. Check this out. So we are in the MLS right now, and this is everything that has closed in September for Denver proper. We're not talking the full metro area. We're just talking the city of Denver right now because it's fun to pick on the city of Denver. So the most expensive, we're going to pick the one with pictures because this one over on 35 South Elm Street that sold for $4.85 million has no pictures. That's no fun. So we're going to take 149 High Street at $4.775. And we're going to take a look at it and see. So they list at $4.775. They got $4.775. They were on the market for 2 days. Oh my gosh, they closed in 7 days. Listed 622. Oh, no. My brain is playing tricks on me here. They closed 929. So it was on the market for 3 months approximately. That would have been the quickest, most expensive house to close that I've ever seen. 6,100 square feet and 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms total. Gosh, I couldn't imagine cleaning a house like that. Now, the fun stuff. Well, where is this house? Of course, I think it is in, is it Cherry Creek or Country Club? So just north of First Avenue, south, north of Cherry Creek Park here, off of the Cherry Creek Trail, just to the west of Cherry Creek Shopping Center, right? So you are in the thick of it here. You are in one of the most expensive places in Denver. Now, what does this place look like? So outside, kind of a Spanish style roof, which is really nice. Interesting that the entry door is off to the right. Not a common thing that you see out there. As we scroll through, we go in, and kaboom. Not this grand entrance, though. Just kind of a regular entrance for a 6,000 square foot house in Denver. Beautiful fireplace. Beautifully staged. And incredible flooring. Look at that wide plank. Kitchen is nice, but it's not over the top, right? Beautiful stove light. Of course, I would love to have a house like this, but it's not over the top, ridiculous or gaudy, kind of that modern country-ish feel. Another fireplace, beautiful primary, I'm going to assume, bedroom with a fireplace, and its attached primary suite. Should be a 5-piece beautiful bath, but we're only seeing, hold on there, I only see the shower. I don't see a tub in this bathroom. Huh. Interesting. Let's keep going. Maybe that wasn't the primary. Maybe that was just a guest room. So we keep going. Beautiful chandelier. My gosh, look at that thing. And the basement with another beautiful fireplace. I wonder how many fireplaces so far. What are we up to? 4? Oh, here's another one. 5. My gosh. They love their fireplaces. Here's another bathroom downstairs. The wine cellar, of course. Outdoor backyard sitting area with another fireplace. I'm going to bet they have 6 plus fireplaces in this house. Now, let's look at the cheapest to sell in Denver. Now, we're going to pick one, and we're going to actually look at 2 here real quick because one of them doesn't have full pictures of it. We're not going to use the mobile home. We're going to use this condo, 1300 Parker Road, unit number 197, listed for $120,000, closed at $80,000. I don't know what that percentage is, but it's not 50, but 40%, 35% below their asking price. Listed on August 9th. They took an offer for $40,000 below in 3 weeks, 625 square feet, and a beautiful entryway. I got no problems there. Just a regular looking condo unit with its own pond, with what looks like should be a volleyball court, with its own pool, tennis courts, and that's it. No pictures of the actual unit. Great opportunity to own a condo in Denver in the exclusive complex of Club Valencia. This complex is located minutes from Cherry Creek and will be great for an investment and is priced under $150,000 in Denver. Previous contract fell out due to seller financing. Not too uncommon right now, folks, to have deals fall apart. I think 20-25% of deals are coming back on the market after going under contract. Between inspections, between financing, it definitely is happening. Now, this is a 1300 South Parker, and we've got another one here, 1306 South Parker, that closed at 103. So it's the same square footage. I'm going to assume it's a different building, but the same type of unit. And this one looks like original cabinets, probably newer countertops at some point, white appliances, looks very rental ready is what I would call it. Maybe they did a paint job on it. You know, flooring doesn't look that bad. It's the, not parquet, but it's just a linoleum type of flooring, pretty common. Bathroom doesn't look like, this is a very livable unit. Like, it's not horrible. Little patio here, little balcony for you. You know, that's not too crazy. And this one sold for 103. Now, they were listed at 129. They closed at 103.7. So again, that's $30,000 below asking. And this is why buyers are being so aggressive, because we're seeing some stuff like this. And, you know, as the buyer, what's the downside to going in a little bit aggressively? The only thing is you're going to piss off the seller. And then if you do end up putting a deal together, you got a couple more hurdles to go through, the biggest one being inspection. And so now you've set the tone that you're tough to work with, and it's going to be even trickier to get past that inspection when things come up. And believe you me, they're always going to come up. Now, I wonder what the HOA is at on this place. You know, $337 a month isn't too bad. I'm going to assume this is a non-warrantable condo, though. So, you know, what that means is that you can't take an FHA offer, and so it limits the amount of buyers at this price range. You're pretty much dealing with conventional buyers that can put 20% down, which at this price range is not very common, or you're dealing with investors who are going to lowball you to, you know, try to buy a rental unit, which these numbers might work out as rental units. So there you have it. That is the most expensive, least expensive in the Denver market. And I am Alex Saldana. If you don't know who I am, I'm a Denver real estate agent, have been since 2010 or so. And if you got questions, feel free, shoot me a call, shoot me a text message. My phone number is below. And if you're thinking about moving to Denver, or you're already here and want to know about one of my top suburbs around the Denver metro area, watch this video on the city of Littleton. It's a full vlog tour, takes you through the entire city of Littleton as one of my favorite suburbs of the Denver metro area. And until the next time, happy housing.